Welcome back, my fellow duplicants, to Oxygen Not Included. Today is the continuation of the Triple Printer Challenge. This is episode 11. We've made it past cycle 50 here in the last episode here, and as you can see, the base is becoming very, very, very large. Probably one of the biggest bases I've had thus far. Definitely the most duplicants I've ever had in a single base that's actually stable. Stable for now. There's a couple things that we might need to keep a close eye on, and one of those is food. I haven't been building into the food for a while now, and there's one comment over there saying that I used about 70,000 calories in that last cycle. So I have to keep an eye on that. I might have to expand the food operation. The current plan is to expand the food operation over here where the creeper face is. So I really got to go ahead and finish up cleaning this area so that I can break through this wall and then try to build up more of a farm over here. That was plan A. However, I have so many duplicants I might as well work on multiple plans at the exact same time. The other thing I want to work on is obviously finishing up the next self-powering height electrolyzer system here, and that's going to be powering another exosuit sort of portal because I want to be able to expand vertically inside of this area. The big problem that I have up here though is there's a good amount of slime lung just kind of waiting to cause all kinds of problems. So I need to access this area via exosuits that will then either go up right here, which seems like a good spot, or I could go up over in this area and then drop down this direction. Either way, that's probably going to happen. Now, as far as a water source is concerned, there was a comment over here from Jacob here. He was saying, Brothgar, you can actually get to the geyser. There's a different material between the abyssalite. So yeah, looking close enough, right here, there's only 2 tiles, but I can get right through this phosphorite here and then up into this area of hydrogen, which is okay because you can just kind of, it'll stay up there. And then if I go to the left, I can use bleach stone, which would be useful because I'm going to have a lot of slime lung down here. I might be able to dig up this bleach stone and then put it into a holding tank that allows me to kind of clean up some of this crappy slime I'm going to get while I'm digging there. The big benefit though is I'll get access to this steam geyser, which would be absolutely awesome because that's what I could use to power up, this self-powering electrolyzer here, because there's a good chance, and I already know that I won't be able to have enough water coming from the lavatories here to power all the oxygen that I need. However, I do have a bunch of water down here. This is a finite amount of water though, so it's not going to be forever. The other thing I can also do is dig up a lot of ice and use that as a method to cool as well. There's been some comments talking about using that to cool down parts of my base. As we can see, the heat creep is starting to work its way from over here through the base. It's warmish hot, but we're not incredibly hot just yet. So I think we're doing okay. It's just we might want to address that here in the next, 10 cycles or so, especially if I'm going to kick on some more electrolyzers. I do have room though for more Wheezworts, and I have access to quite a few more Wheezworts, 1, 2, 3 right there, plus a bunch of ice. And we also got, another 4 of them down here. I have not really developed the Sleet Wheat farm just yet. It takes a lot of water, and I don't really have a lot of water, so I've got a little bit growing. Most of it's natural though, which is great because I can just harvest the natural stuff. Speaking of which, whoa, game. Don't be lagging. Oh, you're lagging. So I'm going to go ahead and say enable harvest. Yeah, there you go. Perfect. So that'll be useful. So let's get to it. All right, so first things first, I've queued up a bunch of Atmos suits. Hopefully somebody will get to work on that. I don't know if I have the reed fibers that I need. It says 0. There's another chance. If I take a closer look at what I got to eat, I only have meal lice and a bit of lice loaf. I only have about 4,000 calories of lice loaf. So I'm going to want to cook some more of that into lice loaf. I might actually want to make another micro musher here. So that way my duplicants don't go hungry. And we're good. We're going to set that up like that. Bungo. Do I have the wattage? Oh, buddy. That might be too much. Cancel that wire. I think I need to plug it in the other direction. That current status is 720, so I should be okay that way. Bam! I was also talking about having manual generators. A little bit more. Of course, a groundskeeper is running on the manual generator rather than a mechanic. So these are halted. That's why I don't have the reed fibers. That stinks. Maybe there's some more naturally occurring reed fibers, though. Creocean here has an interesting little comment where he's saying maybe I should put a couple more deodorizers in there, but he was the guy that recommended these to get a flow working so that it kind of works from the left to right sort of thing. I might want to put another one in over here on the left. And it looks like I do have a problem with food. Who is starving? Ellie, do you want a bite of my apple? No? No, apparently not. What I think I need to do, real quick here, consumables. This is re-enable the meal lice for everybody. That should solve my problem short term for the starvation. However, that's really not exactly what I want. Lice loaf, I want that to be continuous. So right now, people like farm hands and stuff are cooking on this. It's not what I really want. Makes me wonder if my whole priority system is just so messed up that nobody can do anything. Pretty much everything is 5. Bunch of 5s everywhere. Way too many things listed over here. What about algae? We're doing okay on algae, not great, but... Alright, so I have a bunch of chefs, but why aren't they cooking? What's up with that? Clearly, I need to work on my jobs. So only my cooks can cook. And then I'm gonna go ahead and say that is a 6. So hopefully my gophers, or whoever, actually will deliver to this rapidly. So they will prioritize that over anything else. Also things like this oxygen, need some algae. Anybody probably just don't have algae. You can see that the oxygen in this area is not so hot. Alright, so there we go. Hassan is down here delivering. So that should be ready to go. Wow, okay, so that's a lot of people that are just suddenly idle all of a sudden. Look at this. They're all just like, what do I do? Alright, so you all need a job. Apparently all these exosuits are taken up. And nobody can build any more exosuits because I don't have any reed fibers. Okay, so let's go ahead and do the Atmos sensor over here. And we'll plug that in. Oh, and I need to make sure I wire this thing up. That'll give some people stuff to do while we're waiting. I suppose the other thing I can go ahead and do while everybody else is wondering what to do, we'll build this guy out of sedimentary rock right up here. So that way I can finally get up towards this steam geyser. It's not going to be a pleasant job, but at least we'll be able to take care of it. Here's some reed fiber. There's only 3 there, but that's more than nothing. Ooh, we also got some right there, but that is exposing myself to that little critter right there, which would make for a lot of polluted oxygen. But how many reed fibers? We got 2 and 3 right there, so that might be worth it. Might just have to be strategic about how I actually go about accessing that one. Well, let's say if I use a manual let's see, if I put a manual airlock right there and then dig out this tile, I should be able to go in there and get through there. And a puffed, if the puffed is still 2 tiles tall, won't be able to get out. Okay, so I've got 1 chef cooking away there, another chef cooking away. Good. Let's go ahead and take a look at my power grid, see if I can tap into any more power anywhere to make more. Because I do have enough chefs, it just doesn't look like I have enough spots for them. Looks like this line has a little extra power. Let's try to make some frost buns. I'm going to go ahead and put in another deodorizer over here. And then I'm going to turn up the priority a little bit on this stuff, just so I can start working in this area. Not to mention I kind of want to get this water down and into this basin down here so that this pump continues to have something to do. So the amount of food I used is definitely quite significant. I might run into a problem here. It does, however, look like I was able to make quite a bit of lice loaf. So that's good. All right, so here's the plan. We're just gonna go up right here. Boop, boop, boop. And then we're gonna use granite. Maybe that isn't the best plan. Nope, not the best plan. Right there is where I want that. And then we'll put some ladder right there. Bam, just like that. But before any of that can be built, what do I need? I need some more ventilation, right? Yep. Random bit of ladder being built. Okay, we can cancel that one. No, stop it! Alright, so I'm making some frost buns too. This will be really useful as far as the amount of food I have, which means I might be able to preserve some meal ice. Granted, I have lots and lots of meal ice at this point, so I'm not going to worry about it too much in this cycle. However, what? Oh no. I got some crappy gas inside of here. My farm! I thought this door was closed, but it isn't at all. Alright, well, let's try to dig this stuff up. See if I can get some flow out of here. Because you see I've got some chlorine that has found its way into that area. You can't actually see it. There's so little of it, but it's found its way there. That's like what chlorine loves to do. Just get into the worst places. So I'm going to go ahead and turn the priority up over here as well. That way I can continue expanding. Alright, so let's turn off meal lice now. Now that I have frost buns and some lice loaf available. As far as jobs are concerned, when it comes to harvesting, is that an option? Okay, so only my farm hands can do farming tasks. Try to prioritize things a little bit better. We must preserve the creeper phase. We'll highlight it in some insulated granite, just to preserve it forever and ever. However, we will dig through there and make our farm happen. No, this just doesn't look like it's going to work. Let's just get rid of that piece, and then it should vent. Slowly, but it should vent. Ryan O'Meara, you can go ahead and... You want to pick up this snazzy, don't you? Ryan. There you go, buddy. This is not very optimal here. I got to add another tile so that the duplicants don't have to path all the way down here to get over there. Same with over here. They were running all the way down just to go over there to dig one tile or whatever. Speaking of jobs, I don't know if this is a good idea or not. But I'm going to restrict it to just the diggers to dig. Hopefully that will free up a lot of these exosuits here for the people that really want to mine this area out. Focusing everywhere except for up here, which is what I said I was going to do. Alright, so I need a little bit more equipment over here in order to run this guy. So I'm going to go ahead and do that right there. And what that'll be, once I get it, it'll be that little power transformer. So I'll be able to run that wire up here, plug it in. That'll run these electrolyzers, which will then feed the hydrogen generators. Apparently this one isn't running because I have two valves next to each other. Oh, hang on. That's because it's off. Never mind. There you go. I've never solved this one yet. Okay. Let's try to do this number. Liam, I think you're slower than the slowpoke. This is incredible. Look at this. So one nice thing I could do, once I have access to the steam geyser, if I wanted to, I could hook up showers and make a lot of polluted water, which could then turn into a lot of power if I needed to, if I just wanted to do power with polluted water. With this many duplicants, I'd have as much as I wanted, really. Oh no! More duplicants! Here we go. Bum, bum. Door 1, 2, we're going to go with door 3. What do we got in here? Devon? Supply, cook, operate, or dig. Alright, I'm going to bring in Devon. Welcome! And let's see here. Who else? We got an Otto, and we have another Gossman here. Jobs, consumable, names, duplicates? Wow, laggy, super lag. Everybody hold on. Otto, Gossman, Devin. Okay. Wow, look at this scroll. Look at how slow it is. Devin, your name is going to be Brandon. Gossman, you will be Yenny. I believe is how you say that one. Sorry if I messed it up. And Otto, you are going to be Eric. Thank you for your support, guys. You guys are absolutely awesome. Welcome to the base. Let's go ahead and give you some jobs, huh? What do you like to do? More like, what do I need? Oh, do I have, sweet! I got architect. Who can actually rank up here? Looks like they can all rank up. Let's just go for it. I guess Stinky doesn't have a job. Nobody wanted him. Stunk too much. It's always good to have a gopher. So, there's another one. And Dr. Fanta, you can upgrade to the courier. Who else? Oh, we can upgrade a bunch of our miners. What? We'll see. This might, like, result in a lot of stress. With the quality of food I have available. So I may not want to have a whole bunch of these guys, but I guess we can always take their job away. There we go. Rowan can go straight to courier or a gopher. General engineer. I really don't need anybody doing research, so a couple of engineers down there. And I have so many engineers at this point, I'm going to just restrict operation to just them. And look how many I've got. You can see that the gas here was able to vent, so that's good. I'm going to go ahead and close this back up. I think I knew what I was doing there. I was doing something different. And then, put a farm tile right back there, made of clay. Perfect, and I'll re-enable that to pressurize it with carbon dioxide. Even though it will slightly leak out. How many frost buns do I have? Quite a bit, so I'm going to go ahead and make more. I might just want to say continuous on that, really. You know what? I'm seeing an area of higher pressure chlorine down here, and I'm wondering if there's a geyser down there. I think it'd be a good idea to dig down there and find out. Speaking of geysers, how are we doing up here? Aha, we've broken through. So do I want to go to the left? No, I don't really like chlorine flowing around my base. It's usually not too friendly, and it likes to settle in all the wrong places as far as where my plants and stuff are at. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to dig up. I don't want that to break, so I might have to dig a little bit here. Build like a wall this way. What if I just go this way, like that? And then build a ladder up from there. Oh, nope, it's too close. I want to make that ladder a little bit further away. I want to at least keep 2 walls. 3 is a lot better, but two's not bad. Ah, reed fiber. That was the other thing I was trying to get at. So let's dig this up and dig that dust cap out. And then I'm going to put a deodorizer. I'll put it right in there. So that'll keep the puff from having lots of polluted oxygen, you know, to go around and make a bunch of mess there. Oh, equipment. That's what I was working on. Man, so many different things going on. I'm going to go ahead and dig down here, get access to these wheezeworts. That'll be nice. Oh, Yannick here mentions that you can actually build the conveyor rails across ladders. I didn't think you'd be able to do that. But I guess you can. The thing is, I can't even build them yet. And I don't have the mechatronics engineer. I've actually heard, although I can't necessarily confirm this until I get to it, that mechatronics also requires 1 in Gopher? I don't know, we'll have to see. There's so many... these poor engineers, like, they're just not even close. Hopefully they operate enough equipment, though, and now that I've restricted everybody else. Build that piece already, please. Food's hanging in there. We've got about 2,000 calories of frost bun and a whole lot more of lice loaf. I'm going to go ahead and restrict who can... expectations. Let's do this. Hey, I thought that was going to sort by expectations. Does it not work? Okay, there we go. -1. So you cannot have a frost bun. You can only have lice loaf. This really isn't completely accurate. All the expectations are -1 or 0. Whoa, whoa, it's lagging big time. So frost buns right now may not be edible, but I got a lot of lice loaf, so maybe that'll work just fine. Be able to build up a reserve of frost buns. So long as I can hold frost buns down here. Oxygen generation. Starting to become a problem. What can I do? What can I do to make more oxygen? How much algae do I got? Too long of a list. Oh, not bad. Seems like my primary problem is that I don't have enough water to fill up these electrolyzers right now. So I can tap into my emergency reserve here if I wanted to. Just connect that. And we'll deconstruct this and replace it. Now that I have an easy access for water, they won't come over here. What? How is this puffed? Where did you come from? Have you just been floating around inside of here this entire time? Making slime lung? I think it has. I just haven't noticed. Well, this water doesn't want to find its way out, so let's just go ahead and do and try to hook it up this way. Flow! Flow out! And make sure you deconstruct that before you build the other pieces, please. Turn up the priority on that. Okay, I don't need this running anymore. It should have more than enough carbon dioxide. Don't want to make a problem inside of there where I have too much pressure. There we go. At least the water is finding a way out. Alright, focusing back over here on that right there. Let's go ahead and put that guy there, which means I need to plug it into the main power source, which is the conductive wire. So I will just jump that straight up like this. And then just run a wire out to all of that equipment. Jason, how on earth did you end up here? Jason! Open the door, Jason. How? Jason? Oh man, come on, Jason. Like, seriously. You found a way to get stuck where nobody else can get stuck. And those people are suffocating, but they'll be just fine. Don't worry about them. Jason! What madness is this? I have my first levitating duplicate. Look at that. How about that? Never seen that before. Alright, he's free. How is food poisoning ending up in my food? Where has that come from? My guess is it's probably come from here. Now, I've already run an experiment to show that if it's in the air like this, it's not affecting anything. It also could be that this wash basin is not staying with its, how can I say this? It's not being maintained full. So people are ending up with food poisoning on them and then running through. Oh, hey, look what got done here. They finally were able to dig up the abyssalite. Good, now that I was able to have some, got some miners. I kind of forgot about that completely. So that looks like it worked out pretty good. Sweet, okay. Let's solve that area. Okay, so now that I only have my farmers to farm stuff, I'm gonna go ahead and turn the priority up to 6 on this. That way they make sure to harvest the mealwood. Because I see I have some meal lights here, but it isn't necessarily going up. We are keeping up with demand as far as the lights loaf is concerned. I've got a little bit of too much stuff going on up here. Let's go ahead and try to uproot that. And uproot this one as well. I'm going to try to transplant those up here to take care of some of the heat. Temperature-wise. I know, there's like 1,000 things going on right now. Have we made this exosuit yet? Come on. I know you can get to this reed fiber. There, Flash has got it. The old priority game. Marie, you're gonna die if you go down there. Come on back. Making this a high priority has made it quite difficult for anybody to get to. It's alright, maybe Frankie's got it. Come on, Frankie. Nope. Alright, I'm going to kill my dupes if I try to make them run down here. This is going to be a 5. And whenever I can get to it, I'll get to it. Which I wish I could queue this up without having one available. Oh well. Oh, maybe I can copy settings. There we go. Feels like a backwards way of doing it, but hey. So if I get it, it'll be level 9 and we'll be able to, somebody will make it their priority to get down there and pick it up. Ada, you're not figuring it out. Come way back up here and get a lot of oxygen. Seriously, you're about to die. Look how close she is to death. Breathe! That was probably about the closest I've had thus far to my first, nope, not gonna say it. Not even, nope. Not gonna, nope. Just asking for trouble if you do that. Come on, dupes, can you do it? Oh, no. You see, the priority on that is too high, so people are running down there to try to get the seeds. And therefore are suffocating in the process. Stab! Oh, no. Nice bet. That's a bad place to sleep. Alright, let's see if I can get her to do this and command her exactly to do what I want. Nope. Tell you what, I'm going to turn this down to a 4. I feel like people are just trying too hard to get it down there. This feels awfully dangerous. Too many dupes are running down here. And like, with no oxygen. See, look, here's another one. Stop it! I've turned frost buns down. Hopefully they don't go down there to do that. Okay, by default, nobody can go through here. Except for Camille. She seems to be fast enough to be able to handle this. Bubbles is making a go for it. Let's see what she can do. Oh, you have to sleep wheat. How lame. While you're at it, why don't you get the Wheezewort? Nope. Forget that. Harold! Oh, come on! Of all the places! I tell you what, these duplicants, I don't know what to do with them. Jeez. Alright, let's mop this up. Oh my gosh. Oh, it's a flood. Oh, it's everywhere. Unreachable mop. We'll build that already, people. Oh, Harold. Open the door. Build yourself to freedom, Harold. You can do it. Come on. I'm gonna have to assign him a sandstone ladder just to build out. There you go. There you go. You're free. Well, that's about all I got time for today. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed this little episode here of Oxygen Not Included. Made it to cycle 57, and we're doing pretty good. The food went down there for a little bit, but now we're working on our way, bringing it back up. We got our lice loaf production increased, which is good. I might want to continue increasing that, though, simply because I'm just keeping up with demand at this point. But besides that, I've got a couple of Atmo suits here ready to go. So I should be able to kind of start to finish this guy up and start to access this area above here, hopefully allowing me to expand my base quite a bit more for all of these new duplicants that'll be joining us here shortly. However, that'll all have to happen in the next episode. Thank you guys for watching, and have a great day. If I've earned your subscription, then thank you so much for that. Stay awesome. Peace. Brothgar out.